This episode is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com, the #1 seller of games and gaming accessories. And GatheringMagic.com, the #1 resource for Magic the Gathering news and articles.
Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another episode of Drafting a Big Nass. Got another Ravnica Guild Pack Dissension draft coming at you. Really been enjoying this format, and let's see what we're gonna open here. Zadek, he's a pretty good one. Like he wins the game by himself. It's quite the color commitment. So I'm just gonna scan through the rest of the pack and see if there's anything else I might want to draft. So if I do go into blue-black, options for the third color would be white or red. So keep that in mind. Would not want to go into blue-black-green because then I wouldn't have a guild to draft pack 2. So I'm gonna take the Zadek here, just because like it's easily the best card in the pack. But I'm not like jumping into the colors just yet. Just this is more of a speculative pick than anything else. Oh, I got past Bottle Cloister, really? This card's insane. Like, I don't know what you take over this card. I mean, you took it on a common, but I mean, I'm definitely taking it. Like, this is basically like draw 2 cards per turn. Most decks don't have artifact removal, and I mean, if they do have it, well, good for them. But in most cases, it's pretty insane. I have to apologize. I got a bit of a cold / allergies going on right now, so I'm a little snifflier than usual. But we're gonna take the Bottle Cloister. I mean, it sucks for passing some good cards in both blue and white, like Compulsive Research, Vidalcan Dismister, Face Fighters. Those are all really good cards. Even Last Gasp is really good too, but I can't pass up a Bottle Cloister. That just insanity. Yeah, having allergies is just the worst. Like, this time of year, I just always get like super sick. Alright, so as I said before, we're not going to be drafting green if we're planning on playing with Zadek. There really aren't that many blue / black / white / red cards that I'm totally interested in here. I might take this Roofstalker White. It's fine. I mean, pretending for a moment that I don't have a Zadek, like, the best cards would be like Fists of the Ironwood or maybe Spark Mage Apprentice. Spark Mage Apprentice is okay. Golgari Germination, that's not really where I want to be. Shambling Shell's okay. I think I'll just stick with Dimir for now and draft this Roofstalker White, although it's really not all that exciting. Alrighty, Vidalcan Entrancers. If this was triple Ravnica, that I would just be slamming that right now, but things are a little bit different in full block. You can't really expect to mill someone out. I gotta watch out for the Seed Spark. That's going to destroy my Bottle Cloister, which could be quite the blowout, but here I think I'm just gonna pick up the Peel from Reality. Okay, so definitely got some options here. Golgari Rotworm is pretty good. It fits with my strategy of if it's creature type worm, take it. Woebringer Demon I find was better in triple Ravnica because then you could draft black, white, green and have a bunch of Celestian Evangels and then just get around the drawback. Oh, excuse me, I just sneezed there. Could also take this Mausoleum Turnkey. Yeah, I might just go with this Golgari Rotworm. It's way better than Mausoleum Turnkey, and Woebringer Demon's not really all that exciting. Let's see. So we got some more stuff that doesn't really do anything, and Strands of Undeath. That's the best card in this pack, so I'm just gonna go with that one. I might go into like black, green, red because it looks like I'm really getting cut off on blue. But we'll see how Pack 2 goes. Like I'm open to just dumping the Zadok and just going into different colors. Okay, so looks like I'm gonna take Tatterdrake. If I'm gonna be in blue black, then that's gonna be the best option. So Mortarpede is not really that exciting. Well, I mean, Zadok is pretty sweet, so I mean, I would like to play it if possible. All right, so we got some like Goblin Spelunkers, good sideboard card. Rally the Righteous is okay in certain decks. It's definitely better in triple Ravnica. You can draft like 9 colors and have a bunch of tokens. Wise and Snitches. Like again, this is another card that was better in triple Ravnica because then it affects your decisions as to when to mill your opponent. But I don't really have any other better options, so I'm just going to take the Wise and Snitches, and it's probably not going to make the deck, but it's not the worst card to play. All right, so really nothing exciting in this pack. I guess I'll take a Shred Memory in case I have something sweet to tutor for. Uh, yeah, nothing too exciting here. I'll just take this Induce Paranoia. I'm not really like planning on milling my opponent out, but it's still a counterspell, so take this Regrowth. So at this point, I'm willing to wait and see what I open pack 2 or what I get past. If I get past a lot of good red green cards, then I can go into red green black. If I get past a bunch of good blue red cards, then I can go into like blue black red. If I get past like good like black white cards, I can go into blue black white. It really depends. Like I'm still flexible enough that I have a lot of different options as to what I can draft. The good thing is, regardless of what I end up drafting, Bottle Cloister will be the first card I add to my deck. All right, Sewer Drag is playable barely, but I think Convoluted is a better card, so I'll go with that one. I feel like I have enough blue cards now that I really should like just stick to blue. I don't think I should abandon that color quite yet. I'll take this quick change so I don't lose to it again. Peel from Reality is it's been reprinted recently. It's pretty good in this format. You have a lot of creatures with enter the battlefield effects, especially in blue red. You have both Izzet Chronarch and Ogre Savant that you want to be rebuying a lot. Like Peel from Reality and Avacyn Restored, I think that was the set it was reprinted in. I mean, it was okay. It didn't really do that much, but in this format, it's one of Blue's best commons. All right, well, we got our last pick from pack one, so hopefully pack two gives us some sort of direction. I think we might end up being cut from blue and white, just given what we passed in those first couple picks. Well, there's one of my favorite commons, Streetbreaker Worm. It's really good, but again, I really should try to stick to either blue, black, white or blue, black, red. Just going into like red, green, black. I'm giving up like Zadek and Appeal from Reality and Tatter Drake and stuff like that. So, uh, could take Ossuary Thrall. I gotta remind myself what Belfry Spirit does. Okay, so it just makes a bunch of tokens. It's decent. I think Ossuary Thrall is a little bit better. Um, that does put us into like Esper colors, but it's that or Pyromatics. Um, yeah, that's tough. I might go with Pyromatics here just because. I mean, I've already done an Esper draft, and I kind of want to go Grixis, just because like Izzet is really sweet, and it works really well with Appeal from Reality. So I'm gonna go with Pyromatics here. Hopefully that ends up being right. Okay, Izzet Chronarch is a card I'm typically excited about. It's no Thousand Gloom though. Exumer Thrall, I have to remind myself what this does. Okay, so it's just an expensive Gravedigger that you can use twice. Uh, okay, so the Nephilims generally you don't want to be four colors, and there's not like the payoff for being four colors isn't even that good. So, uh, yeah, that's. I mean, this of the Nephilims, this guy seems pretty sweet if you can get it going, but it's yeah, it's. I'm not twisting my draft around to play that card. All right, so Hypervolt Grasp seems okay, but I think the pick here is Thousand Gloom. Hopefully, I can pick up some Izzet Chronux to make it good. Another good reason to take Thousand Gloom there is if we're still not sure if we're going to go into Izzet or Orzhov this pack, like this will go into either deck. So I'm going to start hiding these green cards since I'm quite confident that I'm not going to be drafting green this for this particular draft. All right, so there is a card that we're definitely looking for is a Steam Core Weird. I mean it's one of the best reasons to be in blue red. Like there are some other good cards in this pack. There's Gore Clan Savage, Shrieking Grotesque. Those are all like first pick commons. But I'm going to stick to my guns here. I'll go with the Steam Core Weird. It works really well with Pale from Reality. Alright. Oh, I hate passing Streetbreaker Worm. I love that card so much. um, Gruul Guildmage, I mean, we'd be playing it only for the red side, and it's not particularly exciting. I mean, this card is really good if you have the green side. I think I'm just going to pick up the Izzet Signet here just because I have yet not picked up any bounce lands, and I really could use some mana fixing / mana acceleration. So we'll go with the Signet here. Okay, Living Inferno. What do you do again? Okay, so it's just a huge threat that basically kills everything. 8 mana is a lot. I mean, it's the format's kind of slowish. Like you do actually hit 8 mana. It does happen, but I think I'd rather take a repeal here. Repeal just I feel like is gonna have a bigger impact in most games. Like Living Inferno is only gonna be really good if the game goes super long. Train of Thought is another option, but Repeal is just a great tempo card. So that's what I'm gonna go with here. All right, so here's another Nephilim. Yeah, I mean 4 mana 2/2, like this, it's not gonna get in there. Like, come on now. All right, so Area of the Firemind. It's not that exciting. Probably just gonna take a second Pyromatics here. Infiltrator's Mage Mark, I don't really like in this deck that much, but I do like it a lot in Rug. because you can have a lot of huge creatures, and making them unblockable is generally pretty good. So I'm going to go with Pyromatics here. Okay, so it could play an off-color Signet. It's not really something I'm interested in. Other than that, like, I'm probably going to need to pick up some creatures at some point. Yeah, I'm gonna pick up this Poison Belly Ogre just because I'm really short on creatures. Actually, Smogsteed Rider, what do you do? Uh, I don't see Smogsteed Rider being that good in my deck. Like, most of my creatures will have some form of evasion anyway. So I'm just gonna go with Poison Belly here. I'm not very excited about playing it, but you gotta do what you gotta do, right? Okay, so I can take Plague Rusalka, but I don't have a ton of creatures, so I don't see it being that good. Restless Bones is playable, but I'm going to go with Petra Hydrox here, just because there aren't that many cards that can target this for free, and you can actually use it as to your benefit sometimes as well. So, and like a 4 mana 3/3 is fine. Like that's a reasonably sized body for this format. All right, so nothing in our colors really. Could take Giga Draws. That's not really that great. Probably just gonna rare draft here. Yeah, because the rest of these cards don't really do anything. So, but we will be immediately hiding this Nephilim. So we tabled Hypervolt Grasp. That's interesting. I mean, ping effects generally are pretty good. So I mean, I'm definitely gonna slam this down. I was planning on rare drafting, but I'll take this Hypervolt Grasp. All right, so Vidalcan Plotter is actually pretty decent. It's really good if you can exchange control of one of your basic lands for one of their bounce lands. I mean that's the main use for it. But just having like a body for like Hypervolt Grasp, and I can also like rebuy it with like Appeal from Reality and stuff like that. So. I mean, I'll take a second one, sure, but a lot of times there's a 3 mana 1/1 that doesn't do anything, but a lot of situations is like a total blowout. I guess I'll take Frazzle here. Yeah, I don't think Nivix is going to be that good in my deck. Also, probably not going to play Fencer's Mage Mark. So we're getting close to having enough playables. I would like to upgrade some of these cards. Okay, Void Slime. That's unfortunately not in our colors. My eye is drifting towards this Rakdos Carnarium, but let's see what Rise Fall does. I forget. It's decent, but I would much rather have the land here. Just scanning the rest of the pack to see if there's anything else I want. Probably not, so I'll definitely pick up this bounce land. That's exactly what we need. Well, that and more creatures, but I don't see that being that much of a problem. Like I said, Zodek wins the game by himself, so. Okay. Odds and ends. So we can only play odds. And it says flip a coin, so I'm already skeptical. Probably just going to take this Rakdos Guildmage. Let's see. So we can discard a card to get something -2/-2, or we can put 2/1 red goblin creatures into play without having to discard a card. So that seems pretty good. It's a 2-drop. Not very many good 2-drops in the format, as I said before. So this is going to fill a hole in our deck. Like it's. I mean, this is going to be like a really good card for us. So we'll go ahead and pick that up. Wind Reaver, it's like a Morphling. I mean, we're not in the right colors to play it, unfortunately. It's a pretty good card, though. I think we're just going to take the Rakdos Ixpitter here. Pingers are pretty good. Hopefully I get to table a playable creature, like Ogre Great Casher, Gobble Hobblerats, or even Transguild Courier. But I can't really pass up an Ixpitter here. Like, the more pinger effects you have, the better. So, like, between the Ixpitter and the Hypervolt Grasp, like, I should be able to take out most of the small creatures. Okay, so Skyasar, that has seen some constructed play, because it combos well with Kiki Jiki, but these days we have better targets for Kiki Jiki. So we can take Whiptail Moloch, that doesn't seem very good. Probably just going to take this Gob Hobbler Rats. I don't anticipate being Hellbent very much, but just having a bear is fine. And it's not like there's anything else in the pack I can really take. Like Brain Pry, like doesn't really do anything. Like sure it cycles if you miss, but yeah, it doesn't seem that good. So I'll just take the rats. Plus I need creatures anyway. Oh man, these allergies are just killing me. Alright, so here's another split card that we can play one half of. Counter target multicolored spell. That's probably not good enough. Taste for Mayhem is not. We're definitely not the right deck for that. Probably just going to take Riot Spikes. It does a pretty good job of killing small creatures. And I can always stick it on like a Zodek and go deep on it. But most of the time it's going to be like a removal spell. Sandstorm Eidolon, I mean, we're not super aggressive, so like we're not gonna be able to take very good, make very good use of it. Um, Something to note is that we could we can combine Petrahydrox and like Expitter or like a creature with Hypervolt Grasp and like basically just rebuy this infinitely. So I might want to pick one up later on, but for now I'm just gonna take a Riot Spikes. Okay, so what do we got here? Split card that we can't play. Flame Kid War Scout. I have to read that one. That seems okay. It's gonna trade for. Actually, that seems kind of bad. Actually, like you kind of have to be ahead on board to play something like this. So, I think a safer pick here is Enemy of the Guild Pact. It's randomly good against certain decks. So definitely like it a lot more than Poison Belly Ogre. In fact, I'm going to try pretty hard to cut that Poison Belly Ogre. Since most other decks will be playing more creatures than me, and I don't really want to be the one losing life. I haven't induced paranoia in quite a while. Alright, so another off-color Signet. These blue and white cards are going pretty late. Like Azorius First Swing, Freewind, and Quinaut, like these are both pretty good cards. So there's Vision Skeins, Delirium Skeins. I'm not really that excited about playing either one of those cards. I guess I'll just take an off-color Signet. It's not the worst. Okay, Jagged Poppets. I had one in my last deck, and I never really got the chance to play it. And unfortunately, this is a deck where I don't really see myself being hellbent that much. It is a decently sized body. I think I'm just gonna take the Slaughterhouse Bouncer instead. Like, it's for my deck, it's a much better Poison Belly Ogre. I don't think I need to take another off-color Signet either, so I'll just go with the Bouncer here. Okay. Yeah, like I said before, we actually do have some good interactions with Sandstorm Eidolon. We can't really take advantage of the ability that well, but we can. It's basically it's going to be a blocker that we're going to be able to rebuy multiple times. We can even rebuy it infinitely if we get our Petrahydrox combo going. So I'll pick up the Sandstorm Eidolon. Okay. I don't think I want a second Enemy of the Guild Pact. Nat Alley Creeper. It's. I guess it's curve filler. I might play it. It does a decent job of trading up. Wow, this Rin Reaver should not still be in the pack. Like, if anyone is in blue and white, they should have taken this card. Like, this card is pretty good. Unfortunately, I mean, I'm not going to hate it here because there's a playable card for me. So I'm going to take this over Gatecrasher. It's definitely better than some of the other creatures I have here. So. Alright, well, now I guess I can take Brain Pry. I mean, I could try to live the dream at Psychotic Fury on Zodek. It's basically milieu for 15 in one turn, but that seems a little too cute. I guess I'll just take this Brain Pry for the sideboard. I'll take this Taste for Mayhem so I don't lose to it. Ditto and Ditto. Alright, well, I'm going to try to empty my nasal passages and build this deck, so we'll see you guys in a sec. Alright, so this is what we're going to be submitting. We ended up cutting all the counterspells. I realized that they're really bad with Bottle Cloister, since you don't have a hand during your opponent's turn. So yeah, definitely made those cuts. 14 creatures seems like enough. My mana, again, is kind of sketchy. Like, we're running the 6/5/4 mana base. It's probably better than the 5/5/5 mana base from last time, but at least I have, like, one bounce land and one signet, so that's going to help out. Hopefully we get to cast Zodek at some point during this draft and go deep with it. But other than that, it seems fine. I got removal, I got pingers, I got some decent creatures, so it should be okay, and we'll see you guys round one.